Well, it looks like the leaks surrounding the Suicide Squad game were true. Do we have yet another Marvel's Avengers style game on our hands? The internet says yes, but find out why. Up next. What up, guys? This is Kalo, and I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content, drop a like on the video, and follow me on Twitter. So today's story has two sides of the coin here. Part 1 will cover the gameplay and the trailer itself, and Part 2 will cover the internet's reaction. Oh, what can go wrong? So a quick little story synopsis for those of you who haven't kept up with this title is it's basically the game that's canonically taking place in the same universe as the Arkham series, according to an article posted to GameSpot.com, but this ventures into Metropolis. The game also takes place 5 years after the events of the Arkham Knight game. Now, the game will focus on Task Force X, aka the Suicide Squad, and their mission is to stop the Justice League, whose minds were corrupted by Brainiac. Also, a quick little detail, the voice of Batman in this game will be none other than the late great voice actor Kevin Conroy in one of his last performances as Batman. So, we got yet another look at the Suicide Squad game, and the suspicions that were raised about this title primarily focused around its battle pass and looter shooter mechanics were in fact valid. So in this cinematic trailer, we see the protagonist of this game taking on a corrupted version of the Flash, who is currently hunting down Lex Luthor. We also see an uncorrupted Wonder Woman using the lasso of truth on the Flash. He then went on to reveal that the only way to stop Brainiac's scheme is to in fact kill the Justice League. From there, we dive into gameplay, which is the thing I was most interested in seeing how they'd actually pull this off. Harley Quinn seems to be the more agile one of the bunch, sporting a grappling hook, while Deadshot and King Shark adopt more of a mid-air movement means of traversal. But Captain Boomerang uses, well, his boomerang that is equipped with the Flash's Speed Force to teleport to his boomerang once he throws it. New characters were also revealed, being Hack, who is the digital ghost helping the Suicide Squad, Toyman, who crafts the squad's gear, and Gizmo, who makes the team's vehicles. Now, the leaks that came out a while back were primarily focused on the gear that each member of the squad would be using, and it seems as if the game will use a gear score system that will boast weapons from manufacturers like LexCorp and even the GCPD. Higher gear scores will unlock new missions and let you customize your character even further. But again, the good thing is at least your cosmetics will not affect your gear score. The trailer also promised gamers new playable characters, weapons, missions, and post-launch support, along with yet again the battle pass that just focused on cosmetic items. Now, one thing that seems to perplex everyone in this case is the fact that according to the game's official FAQ page, that an internet is required to play the game, obviously for online co-op, but single player as well. It's also worth noting one of the things the devs noted in this presentation, while in single player you can start out the mission, for example, as King Shark. You can go on to encounter enemies and find that a member of the squad like Harley is better suited for that task at hand, and then switch over to them, thus making it more efficient to move through a level. While this game isn't jumping to the top of my list for games I need to play right away, this presentation, at least to me, was somewhat a clear line of communication between the devs and gamers, which nowadays that's very hard to get. They presented the game along with gameplay and a direct explanation as to what their battle pass is and what their post-launch roadmap looks like. Now let's get to the thing you guys really came here for, and that is the internet's reaction. While doing some research on this video, I came across a few reaction videos towards this presentation. And a lot of outlets are saying this game is just disappointing. They cite the game as trying to use live service tactics that have repeatedly failed in the gaming space. Also, I can't help but to link this game to how the Avengers game played. I don't know, they just look too similar to me. Another valid point being brought up here was the fact that each character pretty much plays the same. Like King Shark, at least based off looks, would be a melee character who is ground combat focused. Instead, in this trailer, he's mostly in the air using a machine gun. Also, a video I recommend you guys go checking out is a video from What Culture Gaming. they made the connection that at least in a game like Gotham Knights, characters like Red Hood did use ranged weapons, and Nightwing was a close-up melee combat character. Now, What Culture also proposed the idea, while yes, teamwork does make the dream work, but at the end of the day, these characters are villains, and they're often out for themselves. So why not make it a point where you can do selfish actions during gameplay that could disrupt your friends, that will grant you player bonus points, which does sound pretty fun. Now, this game is set to release on May 26th for PC, Xbox Series X and S, along with the PS5. But as per usual, I'm gonna pass this question off to you guys. What are your thoughts on this latest presentation of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League? And honestly, is this a game you'll take a crack at, give it a fair shot, or are you just turned off from it completely? But that about does it here. I've been KLO. I gave you the lowdown on all things gaming, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content, drop a like on the video, and I'll see you guys next time.